Previously on Average Dude. The RTA apologizes first. That is stupid. That just asks for a host of imitators to do more attacks. Stupid. Surprise, surprise, everybody. There have been more attacks on RTA buses in Cleveland. Wow, who would have thought?
Average Dude has something to say about...
Well, everybody, told you so. Episode 36, RTA violence in Cleveland continues. Go figure. Since the RTA did a grand job of throwing their driver under the bus, so to speak, last time, and the police took Shidea Lane to work, rather than taking her downtown for assault, which she's guilty of, caught on camera on YouTube for the world to see. And then they wonder why, Cleveland wonders why there's more attacks. Go figure. Okay, on October 16th it was reported, love this, quote, an RTA driver and a second RTA employee, two of them, were attacked around 10:30 a.m. Monday at Cedar University Loop Station. Wow! Didn't take long for someone else to attack an RTA bus driver, did it? Woohoo! Not even a month. Oh my goodness. Quote, there was a fare issue with the customer. Oh gee, yet another situation where a passenger in Cleveland doesn't want to pay. Go figure with that, huh? Quote, when they got to University Circle, the bus operator went in to use the facilities, and when he came out, this young man threw supposedly hot coffee at him and it splashed, and the other operator said, Pat Kearney with the RTA. In other words, Pat Kearney is the spokesman with the RTA responding to this the situation that happened right after the Shidea Lane crap fest. Quote, an angry man reportedly tossed hot coffee on the RTA workers before taking off on foot. Oh, God. And let me just take a big wild guess when it came to the other Clevelanders on the bus. Nobody saw anything, did they? This guy gets away scot-free. Nobody saw shit. Let's see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes. The attacker in this second situation does get away scot-free because no statements from the passengers, nobody apparently saw anything, nobody apparently had their cell phones to use to even catch on film for exhibition, let alone calling the police. Nobody's doing the right thing in Cleveland. Wow, shocker there. And it gets better. And keep in mind, this is after the Shidea Lane situation. Quote, now this particular RTA bus did not have cameras on board. I am going to repeat that because it bears repeating. Does not have cameras on board. Continued, quote, there were not any cameras at the bus stop either. Woo! Oh dear Lord, RTA, do you want to catch the attackers or not? This is after the Shidea Lane situation, and they don't have cameras for this one. Priceless. Oh my dear Lord from heaven above. Quote, our operator, and this is a quote from Kearney, the spokesman from the RTA. You're going to love this one. Drum roll. Quote, our operators are trained to handle situations like these. They are professionals. They know what to do with fare problems. Apparently not. Let's continue. They know what to do with problem passengers. The communication system to our service quality folks or transit authority police is really how they are taught to respond to situations like this, said Kearney. Kearney, you imbecile, you stupid buffoon, I know that you're trying to throw a nice little twist to the diarrhea mess that is your bosses at the RTA. You know, the ones who call the shot that didn't know what the hell they're doing because they didn't know how to respond to the first situation. Where the hell? Oh my God. This is your official statement. Kearney. Woo! This is the second attack, and the RTA is offering this statement. Oh my God. You better hope that there's no future attacks, since according to you, your operators are trained, they know how to handle situations like this, right? Artis Hughes was just an exception, and this situation with the coffee, purely coincidental, right? Wrong. Oh, the RTA's incompetency knows no bounds. Pat Kearney spoke too soon, November 8th. Even less than before. I mean, that's 3 attacks in basically about 2 months' time. November 8th it was reported. William T. Nix Sr., president of the local 268 of the transit union, said Gregory Vranekovic, who's 59 years old, he's this third drive, well, actually the fourth, since the second situation had 2 operators. This is the 4th person attacked. This is a 59-year-old. Yet another 59-year-old was hit several times in the face after he let several passengers off at a stop on East 93rd Street and Union Avenue around 4 p.m. Oh, gee, imagine that. Crap happens on an East-numbered street in the crap house of Cleveland. Ooh, go figure there. In the crapper, something happens. Okay, east or west, and then a number on the street. It's the shit can, pure and simple. It's where the dregs and Clevelanders, you have earned that title, dregs of society, by your actions. You suck. You totally suck. Hey, good heavens. The passenger, quote, the passenger was leaving the bus and did not pay. Mo, imagine that. Yet another passenger not paying and attacking the driver in Cleveland. Wow, it's almost as if they have learned from Shidea Lane's example. Seems to be an epidemic. Ooh, Shidea's getting a good settlement. Woo-hoo, she get money, dollar, holla, holla. Ooh, she got away with it. She was transported to her job after attacking the bus driver, and the police gave her an escort to work. And we wonder why the crappers in Cleveland are starting to attack in numbers now. Go figure. Oh, Cleveland, you are mentally deficient at best. Unfreaking believable. Cleveland police, you should be so proud of yourselves for taking Shidea Lane to work after she attacked an RTA bus, that rather than taking her violent ass downtown. You absolute nimwits. Quote, the passenger became angry and then punched the driver and ran off the bus. Police are still trying to find the passenger. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Another one. Oh, did they at least have cameras? Well, let's see. I don't know whether there were cameras on this bus where Mr. Vranekovic was attacked. Nothing here. But let's continue. Quote, Nick said Vranekovic stopped the bus and called for RTA police assistance. The passenger left the bus and fled in an unknown direction. Well, I guess we just determined that this passenger got away like the last one, like Shidea Lane, because she was transported. God, that's so stupid. It's the police. You attacked a bus driver. Here, let's take you to work. So everyone's getting away with it. This just, Cleveland is so dumb. Wow. This poor guy, Vranekovic, this dude, if you watch the news videos on this guy, he's only been working for the RTA for 3 weeks, and he gets this crap, and all because the RTA didn't immediately put the smack down on Shidea Lane, the bitch extraordinaire, and the police took her to work. And you'll love this quote from him. Vranekovic said that he was worried that he'd lose his job if he defended himself, and you have to respect why. This poor guy. I mean, Artis Hughes this woman doesn't pay her fare. He's trying to get her off the bus because she's on the bus and she's not paying. Get off the bus, lady. You're not paying. So, argue, yell, and then she attacks him first. And I don't condone the uppercut, but dear God, she needed to be off the bus. And he gets fired for it. And she's got a lawyer, she's trying to get cash money, dollar, holla, bragging about it on frickin' Facebook. And the coffee incidents and all these attacks that are happening on RTA bus drivers, because if you look into the story, the RTA, after the Artis Hughes incident, they addressed their employees, and basically this is typical employer bullshit, where they're like, you got to do it right. You got to. In other words, they were coming down on their employees who didn't do anything wrong, and keep your hands to yourself. So in other words, Vranekovic and any of these other drivers are not allowed to do. They're not even allowed to protect themselves. And this guy, Vranekovic, he was punched several times in the face. And he didn't even lift his hand to defend himself because he's scared of losing his job. You pieces of crap, RTA. Damn. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, especially since the union leader has been involved and wants to pursue, you know what you need to do? You need to protest, strike. Because if these drivers strike, they're not going to be able, the RTA's screwed. They're not going to be able to come up with enough scabs that are going to be able to be trusted to drive all these routes. They'll be screwed. And more importantly, because I've said this before, the problem are the Cleveland citizens, and they know it. Cleveland knows that their citizens suck. Their conduct is completely, they make New Yorkers look good in comparison. I have been to cities like New York and LA, Chicago only once. I didn't really get a good feel, but I've been to bigger cities, and Cleveland sucks beyond the telling. I've been to Detroit. Hey, Cleveland is the worst. It's bad. And boy, oh Lord, is it out of control. You can't do this. Oh, this guy can't even protect himself. So once again, nobody saw anything except the driver. Nobody's coming to this guy's defense. They're talking about how, oh, it's unfortunate, but nobody is saying anything. And they are the problem. Okay, Clevelanders, you do not deserve to have transportation. They don't need to transport your butt. The Cleveland RTA is private enterprise. They are not government. They don't owe you anything. The drivers can quite frankly sit out and not transport you, and that would be, you deserve it. Clevelanders, you do not deserve, you have blown the luxury of being transported. Clevelanders suck. The RTA is a typical business, immediately lays a smackdown on its employees without knowing what the hell they're doing. The police are stupid beyond belief for taking a tacker to work rather than downtown. The citizens don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. They are crass, vulgar, selfish, and stupid. And that is Cleveland. And that is why it is the mistake on the lake.